Hey, what's up, everybody? Little update. Well, right now I am changing the valve stem seals. Um, just because I have the motor out. My old motor, all torn apart. It was on its way out already. Switching them out with these Vuitton valve stem seals I got from Concept Z. I hope these work just as good or better than OEM, but I guess we'll find out. Pretty straightforward, not too difficult to do. Put the cylinder all the way top dead center using a Jim Wolf valve spring compressor. Comes with this little cup. Goes in there, presses everything. It says to use compressed air, but I did it this way and I just had to get a longer bolt. It works just fine. If you're in a pinch, or if you don't want to take, if you don't have a compressor, not everybody has a compressor. So lifter is back in there. A little cup. Tighten this down. Hear that little pop. Gotta change ratchet plug in. You don't have to go all crazy. I use my electric ratchet just to get it down. Now I'm just hand tightening it with just regular ratchet. As soon as you feel resistance, you want to stop. And just keep on going. There we go. Now from here, you'll see those little retainers. A couple parts. The magnet is your friend. There's two of these. They can only go in one way, obviously. As you can see, there's a taper to them. So yeah. One. Gotta get the other one with one hand. There we go. Okay, so obviously for each cylinder you want to do 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That's that. Gotta take this on. For that, I will use my electric ratchet just because it's gonna be faster. When you tighten it down, you do not want to use your electric ratchet because you will break something, and that's not what you want to do. Put that to the side. Magnet. You will need a magnet. Just makes things easier. So at the bottom, it got stuck right there, and then spring. Take it out. See if I can do it. And don't get stuck. There we go. There's that. Compare it to the new one. Alright, now I'm gonna try to pop it in there with one hand without fucking it up. There it is. Nice and installed. Now I just do the reverse. Spring in. Tap in there. That. Cup is in there. Switch my ratchet. Get my little team. So drop it in there. Yeah. just like that. And I want to back up the screw. Take the bucket out. Some lube in there. Remove this. Still nice and springy, not collapsed. So I got another non-turbo motor. I just reused some of my old parts. I got this in really good condition. When I got it, it had just gotten the full 120K timing done to it, which included the oil pump, water pump, all the seals. But the person who had bought the car was going to do a swap. He bought it from somebody. It had all the stickers from Nissan when they surfaced it. Checked the mileage in the car, and it hadn't had that many miles on it. But who knows how long it had been sitting for. He pulled the motor out, and then he had it sitting there because he wanted to do a swap on it. Long story short, checked the stickers, checked everything. Everything was still brand new, although it did have surface rust and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And the way I could really tell it was taken care of was when I took all this apart, because I got a good deal on some forged rods, some Eagle rods. I'm still running the non-turbo stock OEM pistons, so I got new rods, using the stock pistons, new piston rings, new Clevite bearing standard. That's about it for it. Brand new gaskets all the way around, obviously. I was gonna rebuild the head, but I don't drive the car like that. It should be fine. I cleaned everything up. It wasn't super duper dirty. Not a whole lot of carbon buildup, not even on the pistons. So I just decided to go ahead and replace the valve stem seals on it after I installed the heads. I put OEM Nissan head gaskets in here. So the head gaskets are new, and I used ARP main studs and ARP head studs. So yeah, those are pretty beefy. When I took it all apart, even this is so notorious of being froze. The stud slid out with one hand, and that's how you know it's they use some good stuff there. So yeah. Long story short, the guy ended up partying it out, and there's a few vacuum leaks on it. That's the whole reason why he took the motor out, because he didn't know how to work on these. But it is what it is. Either you do or you don't, but most of it's pretty straightforward. So other than that, brand new rods, forged rods, head studs, main studs, bearings, um, head gasket, obviously manifold gaskets, stuff like that. If you're wondering what type of turbos I'm running, I am just running just some regular old Rev 9. I think that's what they're called. It's regular old eBay turbos. I did rebuild them, not properly, but I took them apart and I changed the thrust washer on them because, what did I get? Like a 370-degree thrust washer or something like that, just to make it last longer. And then I just put it all back together, driven it for a couple hundred miles, and it does just fine. There is little to no shaft play. A little bit right now because it's completely drained of oil. I completely cleaned my whole turbo. But as you can see, no side to side play. I can't pull it up and down. And mind you that I rebuilt it just to put that new thrust bearing, thrust washer, whatever it's called, in here. So far so good. It's a budget build, nothing crazy. I just wanted to build something that I could not break the bank. And if you want to go this route, get your non-turbo motor, turbo it, some E85, a good tune, you're ready to go. You make something slow a little bit faster, you know. Yeah, so I got more work to do. Yeah. By the way, if you buy these, they're fairly inexpensive. Worth the money, because if not, you're gonna have to change it. You have to pull the heads off just to change the valve stem seals. You gotta get like this giant C-clamp looking tool. But I mean, you take the valves off and all the other good stuff, and I guess you could clean them and do the whole 9 yards, but that's totally up to you. I just chose to do this route just because it's easier on me. I wasn't really trying to get so deep into the heads. I just mainly wanted forged rods. So yeah, it's all good.